We have 8 on your side team coverage.
Jeff Patterson has the latest on the investigation. Lenny Supal found out more about the victims aboard that ferry. But we begin tonight with Jeff Patterson live. Jeff.
Good evening, Josh and Jen. Well, this is a very open and active investigation, but no arrests have been made at this time, even though that video that you just showed clearly shows a private vessel running up and partially over the Clearwater ferry. A number of different law enforcement agencies are involved in this investigation, including Clearwater Police, the FWC, and the Coast Guard. But right now, again, no charges have been filed despite that video.
The video is clear. From a City of Clearwater live streaming camera, you can see the moment a 37-foot recreational center console vessel runs up and over the Clearwater ferry. 911 calls started coming in immediately.
911 call takers could hear what they described as horrific screaming in the background.
1 person was killed. 10 were injured on the ferry. Some of the injured suffered broken bones and head injuries. First responders rushed to the scene, bringing everything they could.
We actually entered into a level 1 mass casualty. We pulled as many ambulances and transport rescues as we possibly can.
Even before the first responders arrived, you can see in the streaming video the pirate ship that operates out of Clearwater stopped to help.
They're doing this clear signs of distress, so that's when we just stepped into action.
The FWC found the boat they believe is responsible for the collision miles away from the accident scene at the Bel Air Causeway boat ramp. The FWC has now impounded that boat, but they say the captain of that vessel is cooperating and submitted to a breathalyzer.
The captain voluntarily submitted to a breathalyzer, and there was no alcohol determined in that breathalyzer sample. It read 000 based on the certified breath test that was given to the intoxilizer.
But for first responders, this was a challenging event because of the number of people involved and the location of the accident.
Obviously, we needed to find very quickly the most injured, of which, like we said, we took many who we call trauma alerts. They were sent to trauma facilities via 2 helicopters, an ambulance, and also a critical care transport unit.
The FWC says their part of the investigation may take some time because they have a number of witnesses to talk to, physical evidence to examine, 911 calls to listen to, as well as that video to take a look at. Josh?
Jeff, what really stands out here is we understand the private boat left the scene of that accident. So why hasn't the boat operator been charged with that?
Well, I asked that today, Josh. As a matter of fact, I've spoken to witnesses who say that private boat operator stayed around for some time, may have even used his vessel to push the ferry into the sandbar. So now law enforcement officials are taking a look at how long did he stay around. And even though he left before law enforcement officials arrived, they will leave it up to the state attorney's office to decide if it meets the legal definition of leaving the scene of an accident. So a lot to go through. This investigation is just starting.
Interesting scenario. Jeff Patterson live in Clearwater for us tonight. Thanks so much.